Hello and welcome back. With me here I have Miss Ibiso Ikiroma-Owiye, the founder of the Grassroots to Global Sustainable Development Network. Hi, Ma.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
How do you think we can tackle the environmental pollution in the Niger Delta?
Okay, thank you. I think that's a very timely question following the event we're here for, on oil.
Yeah.
And today being World Environment Day, I think it's a good time to talk about, the environmental pollution that has caused us so much harm in the Niger Delta especially. And if you look at it, I will always look at it from a bottom-top approach. So it's here, it's already here. These are based on our activities as man. So the only way to correct is to correct our lifestyle, correct our habits as people living in these environments. So take, for example, we have the flood incident. So what causes the flood incident? Sometimes it's our PET bottles in our drainage system. Sometimes it's the way we handle our environment, the way we drop things. Even when we're walking on the road, we finish eating something, we're dropping it on the floor. So our lifestyle also impacts the environment. We know there's something that the government can do, but first of all, as individuals, what can we do exactly? So first thing first is education, creating awareness of what our activities as man is causing in the environment. So it goes down to saying that we have to leave this urban area down to the grassroots communities. So I believe that a lot of people in the urban area already understand these things, but we have people in the grassroots communities who do not have an idea of what it is or how their actions are affecting the environment. So how can we take this knowledge to them? So it's by workshops, by awareness creation. We go to talk to them, talk to the rulers, talk to the people, and see how these community rulers can also influence their people to take on the right lifestyle. So I'm from a riverine community, and every time that I go to the community, I see people throw things in the river, thinking they are throwing it away. That's the language we use, but it comes back to us one way or the other, and then it affects our environment. So how do we ensure that these people do not throw away the stuffs in the river, thereby polluting the environment, causing harm to our aquatic environment, to our fishes, and also to ourselves? Because I think scientists have said that we have a lot of plastics in our fishes right now, which if we as humans ingest this fishes, it comes back to us. We have a lot of cancer cases right now, because of this environmental pollution, because we are taking in contaminated fishes. So our lifestyle is one. Then how can we set out policies that can ensure that people obey the set out policies of not throwing things in the river or not burning their waste, and all of those things. So we need policies. We need the government to enact these policies, not just create these policies or enact it, set up a task force that ensures people obey and adhere to these policies and instructions. Thereby, I think these are one of the ways we can also ensure that we curb environmental pollution in our Niger Delta communities.
Okay. What is your organization doing to help the people in the Niger Delta?
Okay, so first thing first, I think one of the things we oftentimes do is go to the communities. Like the name is grassroots. So we know a lot of people do things up there in the urban area, but we want to take it down to the communities. We want to take it down to these grassroots communities. So we go to the grassroots communities, we educate the students, we educate the young people, and we also educate people who are aging as well. But our focus sometimes is more on the young people, because we believe that they in turn can educate their parents, their older ones. And we try not to use big vocabularies, because that's one of the problems we have in this our space. Too much grammar, too much vocabulary, and these people in these communities do not even understand what you're talking about. So first thing first, we break it down to their understanding. Sometimes we even go as far as speaking their dialects, so that they can understand. And then we give them examples, we give them real life situation of how these things are affecting them, so that they can understand the gravity of their action and also take charge and take action as well to help them, with protecting their environment. So we have a lot of sea level rise right now happening. So how do these communities understand what is sea level rise without the big language of sea level rise? You get? Okay. So these are one of the ways we also reach out to communities and play our part as well. And then also when it comes to policy recommendation, we have meetings with government officials, people in the government sector, and say, okay, these are the feedbacks from the communities on the kind of development they want, or the kind of things they want, or how they want you to also assist them. So that feedback mechanism between, so we are like a middleman between the grassroots and the government people. Yeah. So this is how we play our own role to ensuring that everybody is carried along and we're taking action.
All right. Thank you so much. It's lovely having this conversation with you.
Thank you too.
Yeah, we're going to take a short break and welcome our next speaker. Thank you.